The Warriors coming into the arena earlier. They know a hostile crowd's waiting for them, and it looks like they'll be ready for it. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, some people question the contract that Terry Rozier got from the Hornets in 2019. But 3 years later, he earned an even bigger deal. He says, I work my tail off because that's all I know. The money will be there. I'm more excited that I can just show my talent every night, what I'm about, and who Terry Rozier really is. Kevin, back to you.
Love the motor. DA, thanks. And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Especially the younger teams. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
Now, Golden State's starting five. The core of this team all out there. Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. Wiggins is out there with James Wiseman. And for the Hornets, the guard pair, Ball and Rozier. Up at the forward spots, it's Hayward and Bridges. And it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Thompson.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It's his first trip to the line. That one is off. That one misses. You know, Hornets fans, Doris, are excited to see what LaMelo Ball can do for the franchise.
Well, Kevin, there is no doubt this young man is a special talent. You look no farther than his passing ability, the flair, the vision, the fearlessness. Certainly an easy guy to play with. Now the question becomes, can you start to build the talented pieces around him?
Now here's Hayward after the miss from Stephen Curry, and he gets the bucket.
Well, Gordon Hayward has an interior game that is solid. He's outstanding using his height and his touch on the interior.
Curry against Ball. Another miss by Curry. Hayward looking over the floor. Nailed from three-point land. Hayward's got 5 now.
When you have an effective handle, it's easy to make the defense pay.
Green with a screen on Ball. Here's Curry. Sweet little floater.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. It's a 3-point game. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And it's off from 3-point range. It's Curry with the drive. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got his second bucket tonight.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
To the paint, here's Thompson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Great example of the awareness Curry brings to the game. Such a good feel for understanding what the defense is doing and how to find the open spots.
The pass to Plumlee. To the middle. It's stolen by Wiseman. Passes it to Thompson. Bucket is good. Thompson's got his second bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Plumlee with a screen on Thompson. Thompson against Rozier. And it's Ball in the corner. 6 to shoot. Feeds it to Bridges to end the run. And he lays it up and in.
Oh, it's exactly what you want to see from Miles Bridges. Assert himself, use that frame to convert through contact.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Plumlee. Cody Martin comes in for Gordon Hayward. Oubre is checked in for Rozier. And it's Dennis Smith in for Ball. Different look here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Wiseman. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Poole subbed in for Stephen Curry. A minute 50 left here in the first quarter. Here's Poole. He can't get that one to fall. And Charlotte will come the other way. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And this game will be half of the contest they'll play against each other this year.
It's an interesting matchup. Two teams that don't know each other all that well. Separate conferences. We'll see which one can dictate the pace early.
The Warriors lead him. During his childhood, Hurricane Katrina forced Kelly Oubre Jr.'s family out, and they had to move.
And the Oubre family moving from New Orleans to Houston. Kelly saying he still thinks about the day his family left NOLA. Feels lucky they found a new home.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. The Warriors making the shot. Bridges with it. Kuminga on him. And they pick up 2.
I tell you, no secret that Miles Bridges at his best when finishing at the cup.
For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Heat. 44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. A three-pointer, Wiggins. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, Wiggins, one of those guys who draws fouls at an excellent rate.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season. Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
Well, getting to the line at will nowadays. Wiggins wanting to improve his free throw percentage.
Smith sets the pick for Oubre. In the corner, it's Bridges. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. To the inside. And Kuminga gets it to go.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
The deep 3 from Smith. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Warriors ahead. They're up by 3. And we'll be back shortly. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Green and Wiseman make up the inside pair. Stephen Curry is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position.
This guy is on the short list of the all-time great three-point shooters. Klay Thompson's stroke is flawless.
Ball kicks to Rozier. Pass to Washington. Ball against Curry. Deflects the pass. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a two-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. Ball. And Curry pulls it down. Warriors leading by 8. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Thompson for the triple. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists in the game. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Ball, the pass to Plumlee. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Plumlee's got his first points of the game. Ball against Curry. Thompson outside. This one for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Steps back. Ball against Curry. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. The 3. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 7 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Bridges is checked in for Plumlee. Cody Martin comes in for Gordon Hayward. Oubre's checked in for Ogier. And it's Dennis Smith in for Ball. Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Wiseman. Kuminga comes in for Green. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Thompson. And Poole subbed in for Stephen Curry.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And Kuminga gets it to go. Kuminga's got his second bucket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Bridges kicks to Washington. And the Hornets miss again. And it's the Warriors' ball. They've gone on a 16-2 run, not allowing much. Here's Looney. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Oubre outside. Charlotte no good that time either.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Trains the three-pointer.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Charlotte calls timeout. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the half. Smith the pass to Oubre. Smith with a screen on Wiggins from 11 feet away. Wiggins with the rebound. Here's the Warriors with the ball. It's a 21-2 run, totally rolling here. Here's Poole with the drive.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home. another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
For three, Oubre. And no good on the last second attempt this time.
Well, Wiggins' raw athleticism is going to make...
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following...
Good evening, everyone. Well, looking at the Warriors, another strong stretch for them. Able to capture 3 out of the last 4 games.
That is a bunch of games since our last... And circling back to the game at hand, guys, the deficit... That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Rozier on the wing along with Hayward. Plumlee out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Ball in at the 1. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half.
Well, you've got to see the whole floor. LaMelo Ball does exactly that, finds the open man.
Outside, Green. He kicks it to Wiseman. Here's Curry, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. LaMelo Ball picks one up. The Warriors have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Well, no question that Stephen Curry's ability to shoot from range has changed the game. Three-point shooting no longer a specialty, guys. It's almost mandatory to play in the league.
Back to Plumlee. And he converts the layup. Plumlee's got 6.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Wiseman finds Green. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Wiseman. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Thompson against Rozier. On the pass to Ball. Down low, Plumlee goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on James Wiseman.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
And after winning the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball was even better his sophomore campaign. He continues to grow his game. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And for LaMelo Ball's second year, Greg, where did you see him improve the most?
I think taking on more of a scoring load. Ball's points per game were significantly up, but LaMelo also improved his three-point and free throw shooting numbers. So rounding out that offensive game will be important.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Curry looking around. And another 3 for Golden State.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Passes it to Plumlee. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here is Hayward. He has 5. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Okay, Gordon Hayward, we know you're an all-star level talent as a scorer. Now you're just showing off with that pass.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Some changes for Charlotte. Washington's checked in for Plumlee. Oubre comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Dennis Smith in for Ball. Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Wiseman. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Thompson. And Poole subbed in for Stephen Curry. Smith against Poole. 1:57 left to play in the third. Rozier finds Oubre. 4 on the clock. 11 feet away. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. The Hornets have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And it's the Warriors on the break.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Pass to Rozier from deep three-point range, and it's Looney with the rebound. Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Wiggins from outside drills the three-pointer. Wiggins has got 6.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
There's 53 seconds left in the third. Poole with the steal. One-on-one fast break. And that one's good. Wiggins has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's got the wide shoulders, the natural balance. Andrew Wiggins taking the hit and finishing.
Here's Smith. And Looney sends it back. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it.
Right now, that lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Golden State's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Another 3 for Golden State.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. And so it's the Golden State Warriors going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. There. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Rollins. Baldwin out there with Green. Then there's Moody. And it's Wiseman in at the center, locking down the middle.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Rollins. Wiseman with the bucket. Wiseman's got his first bucket in this one.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Book night, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
Here's Jones. Lays it up and banks it in.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Pass to Moody. Golden State moving it around. The 11-footer. And the Warriors miss again. Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Right side, Martin. Here's Richards. Back to Martin. The pass to Bouknight. Screen by Jones. Clock is at 3. Green with the block. Now, here's Moody. McDaniels defending. A nice shot by Moody. Moody's got himself on the board with 3 there. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Hornets. Ball comes in for Bouknight. Stephen Curry, he's checked in for Golden State. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. Here's Wiseman. Sinks that one from the post. Wiseman's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Listen, we know Wiseman has a nice outside game, but inside there aren't too many guys who can match up with him physically.
On the wing, Jones. From 13. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Wiseman's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Curry passes to Baldwin. Back to Curry. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Curry's got 11 in the second half.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Green against Jones. Green dishes to Curry. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter. Again, Golden State.
Curry has been such a consistent offensive force in the league. This guy has got everything working right now.
Curry against Ball. They need this. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Ball.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Stephen Curry.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Ball finds Plumlee. In the corner, it's Martin. Misses the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Curry gets the bucket.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Here's McDaniels. And again, the Hornets missing. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Curry with the 3. They grab their own miss. Here's Wiseman. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
And you got to respect how quickly Wiseman has adapted to big league play. He hit the ground running and has not looked back. Always growing as a player.
And both free throws good for Wiseman. It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential. They put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
And Stephen Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Washington kicks to Martin. Smith for 3.
Boy, that's gritty work being done at the defensive end by Steph Curry. Stays with his man, not letting him get off a clean look.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.